Hey everyone, this is Lori, and in this video I am going to be doing a rebuttal to a review done by a gentleman by the name of Julian I want to say Leahy, about what he's saying about Kidazzler. Okay, so what started all this was somebody joined Kidazzler through my affiliate link, and this is the email that I received from her. Hello, Lori. I just signed up under your access code and am very excited to start this business. However, when I woke up this morning and saw Julian Leahy's comments that this is an unlicensed security offering and one of the top 3 of schemes perpetuated online, I was quite upset. Can you shed any light on his comments? I would hate to put all that effort to find out that it's probably going to be unsuccessful or shut down. Many thanks. And of course, I blocked out that person's name. Okay, so I'm going to go through basically what Kidazzler is, and then I'm going to go through and I'm going to dissect his review. Now, he did a video review as well. And I will leave the link down in the description of this video for those of you who want to watch his video. I am not wanting to give him any positive promotions or anything like that, but if you do want to watch his video, that is completely up to you. And I will also leave a link to his review on his blog as well. And again, I'm not doing that to promote anything that he's doing. I just want to be transparent as possible, let you see for yourself, and let you do your own research, because that's pretty much what I've been doing all afternoon, is looking at what he's saying and seeing if any of it applies to Kidazzler, and that's why I'm doing this review. Okay, so I'm going to exit out. Now I have a lot of tabs opened up on my browser, so instead of trying to find the tabs that are appropriate for what I'm going to discuss, you might sense some pauses in the video, and that's all I'm doing. Instead of taking up precious time trying to find the tab that I want to go to and discuss what I want to discuss, I'm just going to stop the video briefly and then come back to it and resume it once I find the information. Okay, so hold on tight. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm out on Julian's blog, and the name of the title is Kidazzler Review: A Wolf in Sheep's Clothing. Okay, so he goes through. I'm not going to read it verbatim, but like I said, I will leave the link to this exact review in the description of this video, so you can go out and you can read everything that you want to read and decide for yourself. Okay, so basically what he's saying, I'm just going to dissect it a little bit here. Kidazzler is an ad credit scheme. It is also illegal. Okay, an ad credit scheme. I was like, okay, what is that? All right, so of course I went out on Google and I looked at ad credit scheme. Okay, now he goes on to compare Kidazzler to a couple of different schemes that were around a few years back. One was called Traffic Monsoon, and the other one was called My Advertising Pays. Okay, or something along those lines. All right. Okay, so it says ad credit schemes are an attempt to legitimize the traditional Ponzi scheme. A Ponzi scheme is a type of fraud that pays participants profits. Okay, so immediately the guy is going off in left field in East Bumble, Kathmandu. Okay, the dude is in Kathmandu, and if you don't know where Kathmandu is, I can't tell you because I don't know either, and it's way far from here. Okay, so look up ad credit schemes. All right, so down here it says Kidazzler, and he misspelled it, is virtually identical to Traffic Monsoon and My Advertising Pays. Okay, wrong. Completely wrong. All right, so I'm going to take you out to a gentleman called Ethan Vanderbilt, who is a scam buster. Okay, and he's done a lot of work on a lot of opportunities that really are scams. Okay, so this is what Traffic Monsoon is. Okay, and it was shut down by the SEC for being a Ponzi scheme. Okay, so Traffic Monsoon is advertised as a specialized advertising and revenue sharing company that allows international participants of individuals and groups. A common scam that is run on the internet is the advertising revenue sharing scam. The way this scam works is that you buy ads to participate in a revenue share, and you click on ads to create traffic for others who have done the same. Okay? So basically what he's saying is that those of us who are joining Kidazzler as contributors and are adding businesses and locking in businesses under our account, what he's saying is that we're going to buy ad packs, and we're going to go out and we're going to click on all these ad packs to generate revenue. Okay? I wish I had a button, a buzzer for so wrong. Unbelievably wrong. Okay? Those of you who are involved with Kidazzler, you know that everything that we're doing is free. We are not going to buy anything. Okay? We are not going to buy ad packs. We are not going to sell ad packs. Okay? One of his other things is that he's calling us affiliates. Okay? I don't consider myself an affiliate of Kidazzler because I am not promoting them as a product. I'm promoting them as an opportunity, but I'm not promoting them as a product that I'm trying to sell. Okay, so I consider myself more as a referral. You call me an agent, referral agent, whatever you want to call me. Doesn't matter. Okay, and what he's also saying later on in this video, and I hope you guys watch the video as well, but he's also saying that the affiliates, meaning those of us who join as contributors, we're going to be the only people who are going to be buying anything from these businesses that we input, that we added. Okay, so again, this guy is so far in left field, it's really pathetic, and it's really embarrassing for him to do such a poor analogy of what Kidazzler is versus something that really was a Ponzi scheme called Traffic Monsoon. I wouldn't touch Traffic Monsoon or my advertising pays with a 10-foot pole because I knew those were schemes. Okay, so that's what he's saying that we're going to do. Okay, we are not going to do anything like that. So for those of you who are new, I really encourage you to learn and understand as much as you can about Kidazzler, so when people like Julian come along, you can shut them up real quick, or shut them down real quick. Okay, so let's go back to his review, and I put that in quotes. Okay, now the other ridiculous thing that he is talking about is that it's illegal because what Kidazzler is doing is offering unlicensed securities. Okay, he's calling it an unlicensed securities offering. Okay, now again, I didn't even know what that was. I had to look it up, and that's basically, and let me show you where I went. Okay, so when I was looking up information about unlicensed security offerings, the only thing that I could get to come up was things related to stocks and bonds and things like that. Because the SEC is heavily involved in the stock exchange, the stock exchange, and financial entities involving stocks and different companies and things like that. Now, I'm not going to go into all the nuts and bolts because of a lot of it is really technical, and I'm not trying to get technical here. But there are in some cases where a company does have to be registered. But in this case, Kidazzler doesn't apply because they're not trying to sell us any shares of Kidazzler. They're not trying to sell us any stocks for Kidazzler. As agents or people who are their contributors, their referrers, we're not going to own any part of Kidazzler at all. And as a matter of fact, if we make over $600 in 1 year, we're going to receive a 1099 in the U.S. And then in Canada, whatever their tax forms are that they have to pay, they'll receive one for Canada. But for miscellaneous income, we receive a 1099. Okay? And it will be in monetary. It will be in dollars and cents, not stocks or shares or any type of that type of entity at all. Okay? And if you are new to Kidazzler, please go out to the frequently asked questions and run through there. I tend to forget about them, but there is a lot of good information out here. Okay, so basically, Kidazzler is a free parenting platform being built from the ground up in a whole new way. Okay, so basically, they're inviting people like you and me, just normal people, moms, dads, aunts, uncles, whatever we are, and you don't even have to have kids to join them. But they're inviting us to help them build the directory. That's all we're doing. We're giving them the leads. Okay, which are the businesses that we add to the directory, and then they're going to go out and their sales team is going to offer their paid advertising options. And I want to stress options, not ad packs. Options. Okay, now if you're familiar with Yelp, Yelp is a huge directory. It's a business directory, but it doesn't focus on one type of market. Kidazzler is going to be focusing on everything about kids activities, everything that deals with kids. Okay? It could be doctors, it could be pediatricians, pediatric dentists, it could be playgrounds, it could be summer camps, could be karate lessons for kids. Whatever involves kids, that's what we're being asked to add to the directory. Okay? So, again, we are not going to be buying any ad packs. We are not going to be clicking on ads. Okay? We are not going to have to spend a dime on this. But when they start making money, when Kidazzler starts making money, they're going to share the revenue with us on a monetary level, as in dollars and cents, and whatever, the currency is for Canada, and whatever countries they invite besides U.S. and Canada. Okay? There's not going to be any stocks. There's not going to be any bonds. There's not going to be any shares. Nothing is going to be exchanged here. All right. Okay, so here he goes on to say, Kidazzler is not technically a Ponzi. However, it is an unlicensed security offering. Okay, again, this does not apply to Kidazzler. And even on the SEC website, it also provides information about businesses that do not have to register for what Kidazzler is doing. Okay, now Kidazzler has their own legal team. Okay, and I have no doubt that they're going to be, keeping Kidazzler, legal. And so far I have seen nothing, absolutely nothing in this review that makes me question or doubt anything that Kidazzler is doing. Okay, meaning this review by Julian has zero credibility. Zero. Okay, so let's go on down. Okay, so, he goes in through what Kidazzler is, compensation plan. Okay, goes into, what the referral bonuses are. And these aren't bonuses. I wouldn't consider these bonuses at all. This is just part of their compensation plan. Okay, so what he likes about it. Okay, it's clever because they're targeting parenting niche. Okay, big deal. It's an untapped niche in the advertising directory world. Okay, where again, Yelp, businesses could join Yelp for free. They could go out and claim their business. Okay. Or they could opt to pay for the advertising. Okay, they could promote themselves on Yelp to be found in more places, to be found in more categories. Okay, when I was in business for myself, I belonged to an advertising directory. And depending on how much I wanted to spend would depend on how easily people could find me and my business. Okay? And that's no different than Yelp. And Kidazzler is going to be no different than Yelp, with the exception that it's going to be focusing solely on everything about kids. It's going to be the go-to app for kids and parents with kids. Okay, so easy for an unskilled person. Yeah, I mean it's simple data entry is all it is. Okay, so it's not hard at all. But who cares? There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so what does he dislike about it? Okay, selling unlicensed securities. No, they're not. Okay, there is nothing going on here about selling unlicensed securities. Okay, they're not selling ad credits. They're not selling ad credit packs. They're not selling anything. All right, so if the FTC decides to stop turning a blind eye, then Kidazzler is in regulatory. Okay. All right. Don't hold your breath. Then he goes on to say, I doubt Kidazzler will get much traction because advertising will be so useless that they will have a hard time finding the dollars to pay the affiliates. Again, we're not affiliates. It will probably just slowly crumble before the SEC bothers to put paper in the printer. Okay. All right, so you can look up terms like ad credit scheme. Okay, so when I looked up ad credit scheme, okay, this is what, all I got was a definition. Okay, to put it in simple terms, advertising credits is an internet marketing model where you as an advertiser pay search engines or high traffic websites in return of advertisements. Okay, so Facebook, you can advertise on Facebook, you have to pay for it. You can advertise on Google, you have to pay for it. I don't see the SEC saying anything wrong about what they're doing. Okay, but again, there are no ad credits here that are going to be sold. Okay, so again, he's so wrong, it's ridiculous. Okay, so even though it's technically illegal, I don't think this program will be big enough to interest the SEC compliance team. Okay, there's nothing illegal about it. There's absolutely nothing illegal about Kidazzler. And again, the real deal with Kidazzler. Come on, dude, if you're gonna do this, at least get the information spelled right. And if he's watching this, you could go out to Grammarly on Chrome and download the free Grammarly extension, and it will help you with all your mistakes. It comes in really handy. Or you could pay for the premium. You could do that as well. Okay, and so that's basically it. So, you know, this is it's a startup. It's a launch. Okay, but with everything that Kidazzler has invested, okay, I go to a lot of websites and I can tell good sites from bad sites, and they've paid a lot of money to have this website developed. Okay, there's videos, all kinds of great information on here, all kinds of explanations as to what Kidazzler is about. And obviously, he didn't really take a lot of time reading it, okay, and going through this. And it's a lot of information. And on my website, I have a very extensive, lengthy article that I posted about it as well. And I'm not trying to promote that, but there's a lot of information available for Kidazzler and Kidazzler, those who are interested in Kidazzler. And I encourage you to read through all this thoroughly and ask questions if you're not sure. Okay, so here's the one thing I was looking for. Unregistered securities, unlicensed securities. Okay, before securities like stocks, bonds, and notes can be offered for sale publicly, they must be registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission. So again, his claims that this is a unlicensed security offering is just, like I said, it's just completely wrong. So that's basically it. I hope I set the record straight. I did forward the video version to Kidazzler, and they're looking at it as well. And so hopefully, I don't know what they can do about this, but this is, in my opinion, this is slander. And if he is really truly wrong, like I think he is, I hope that Kidazzler addresses it with him on a legal level. So if you have any questions, definitely, if you have any concerns, definitely address it with Kidazzler. And let's set the record straight, because we don't want people being misinformed about something that truly is legitimate. Now, the biggest risk that we have as contributors is if a business doesn't want to advertise or pay for the advertising, then we don't make any money. That's the biggest risk. But it's a risk I'm willing to take. And a lot of people are willing to take that risk. Okay, so I hope I didn't leave anything out. If I did, I'll add it into the comments. And but please share this video with your downline. Make sure that people aren't panicking, because there's no reason to panic. There's nothing illegal going on here with Kidazzler. If there were, I wouldn't be involved in it, because I do discuss scams, and I have pointed out a lot of scams. Okay? So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share. Please leave your comments. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Thank you.